Hey everybody, welcome back to Viper Magic's channel. I am Brent Casina, banging out games like it's my job. I just finished God of War 3 Remastered. This is not the new one that came out this year, this is the old one. And I had owned a PS2 back in my college days and played God of War 1 and 2 that way. And I have not touched a God of War game until now. And man, oh man, was it a fun blast from the past. Just swinging those blades of Athena or blades of sacrifice or blades of agony. They get a new name in every game, but they always look the same. Kind of weird. Anyway, I really enjoyed playing this game. I had a lot of fun. I was really big into Greek mythology in middle school, so seeing all the mythology on display here and how it was treated and how they kind of weaved it in the story has always been one of my favorite parts of the God of War games. And I am so excited to play the next one now because it's Norse mythology, and I know a little bit less about that, but I'm still intrigued. So if you've ever played any of the God of War games and haven't read Mythology by Edith Hamilton, or even known anything about the Greek gods or Greek myths at all, go and check them out. It's definitely worth your time to read the backstory of why these games happen the way they happen. So God of War 3, I guess my only complaint was there were too many weapons. I think in past God of War games, at least 1 and 2, you had your blades, and then I think in God of War 1, you got like this giant sword, and that was about it. And then you got some extra powers and magic stuff. Here you had new weapons, and they all had their own magic, and, you know, I bumped around between weapons way too much. I barely touched the blades because you get the blades of Hades pretty early on, and then, it's all downhill after that. So I don't have a favorite weapon. I felt like the game gave you too many weapons too fast, and you didn't allow you to fully appreciate the strengths of one versus the other before it lobbed the new one on you. As far as the remaster goes, I think it looked great. My only complaint here, same as the Uncharted games, looked like Kratos got the most love and detail in terms of his character model as opposed to other characters. Pandora was a major part in the story, but her character model looked way lower than Kratos. All in all, I think the remaster does a great job of presenting the game on a modern system. It's not an all-around thing. It certainly probably doesn't look as good as the new God of War game. But, I think all that has to do with the modeling technology that was available at the time. I think this game came out 2000 and, gosh, I don't know, like 2008, 2011, originally, the original God of War 3. And, I really enjoyed it. I will play more classic God of War. And I know God of War Ascension got a bad rap review, obviously. But I would play it. I like this button-mashing, crazy action, over-the-top gore, over-the-top sex stuff of this world. I really enjoy it. And it's been one of my favorite games for a long time. This doesn't quite take the cake of top God of War game out of the first 3. I think that still belongs to God of War 2. But it's definitely a really good game. And if you have not played the original God of War series, you need to at least play this one to understand where it came from. And I'm super excited to play the next one. Jim, Viper Magic, has talked about it almost near incessantly, even though he's always stopped himself because I haven't played it, and we knew the plan was to get a PS4 and me to play it. So maybe we'll do like a God of War discussion cast after I finish that. I probably, as soon as I get home, I'm going to hit him up for his copy of God of War and play it on my new 4K TV at home. But anyway, that's like at least a week and a half away. But God of War 3, 2 thumbs up, a lot of fun. Just when I thought there was going to be no sex minigame, in walked in Aphrodite, and my smile on my face grinned even more. I just love the tongue-in-cheekness, the over-the-topness of it all. You have the sex minigames in every single game. They're not graphic or, they're not pornographic, at least, but they're a little bit of fun. They're R-rated. It's an M-rated game. They've always been M-rated games. It's for adults. It's tongue-in-cheek. It's fun. It's campy, But, I'm going to miss God of War. I'm going to miss this God of War. Definitely. I definitely like the voice of this Kratos. I haven't heard the new one, but I love the always yelling. He, even when he's, like, talking normally, he still sounds angry. he's so mad at the world and things like that. Um, I'm going to miss that depiction of Kratos. One thing I do have to say about the ending was it was a little weird. You're in this climactic fight with Zeus, and I know we fought him at the end of God of War 2 again, and I guess they were trying to do something different than like the final battle. But you ended up like a lot of time in like the spirit world and stuff like that, and that just kind of slowed the game down to a halt for me. And I know maybe it was trying to be like a denouement kind of thing, but it didn't really fly well for me. The entire game was balls to the wall action, and split together by some cutscenes and things like that. But I didn't see the need for that type of slowdown. I will say one thing about these Uncharted games and this God of War, this remaster. These remasters are really play really well on the PlayStation 4 Pro. I don't know how the difference is between Pro and regular, but hopefully they're the same. 1080p, 60 frames a second. They're all smooth as silk. And one thing I noticed on God of War is that there were no loading screens. I don't remember if there were loading screens on the PlayStation 2 versions, but this one was great. You walked into a level, triggered a cutscene. As soon as that was over, boom, you were back in the game, that kind of thing. There was never any stopping point. And I remember people making a pseudo big deal about the no cutscenes of the new God of War game, the 2018 one in the Norse realm, how there are no cutscenes, no stops, and anything like that. But I'm kind of being like, did anybody remember God of War 3 doing that? And I guess the difference is that these cutscenes are pre-rendered. They're not in the game engine necessarily all the time. So maybe that's what the difference is that the new God of War game is all in the current engine. But whatever. God of War 3 is a whole lot of fun. Great game. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Get it on PlayStation 4. I don't know what the plans are for the older games. That's kind of what's in the air. There were collections on PS3 for 1, 2, and the 2 PlayStation P portable games. I never played the portable ones. And we have God of War Ascension that came out on PS3. But, if those come out for PS4, I'll definitely pick them up because I think they're lots of fun action button mashers. So check out God of War 3 if you haven't played it. I can't say whether it's necessary for the new game or not, but now I am ready. My body is ready. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this review. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Give Viper Magic a good subscription if you like reviews like this. He's doing some retro reviews. I just watched one this morning. Good job, buddy. And as always, we will see you guys on the other side.